Rob Parker from Peach Software. Today I want to take you through some more details in regards to the reference file. As you know, the theory behind the reference file is that you can assemble all the products from all your suppliers into the one file, and then you can manipulate the data in there so that it has the groups, the subgroups, markup codes, any of the discount factors in the reference file, so that when you bring them into your product file, then they can come in with all that information and be priced automatically. So in addition to new products coming into your reference file, of course your suppliers may give you a price update. So you can import that into the reference file to update the information you already have there or to replace it. And then what we're going to show you now is how to update the products in your active product file from the reference file. So to open the reference file, first of all, we go to the control. That'll bring up your task menu, focused on the control there, and go into reference file. This opens up the reference file and it gives you a list of fields that you'd like to see. It's similar to product browse, as I've said in the past. So once you've got the fields that you want to see, then OK, and it will display the entire reference file for you. So there it has loaded. It's got 255,000 part numbers, and you can see there you've got your part description, groups, subgroups, or everything. You can click edit to change any of the information in there manually. You can filter, as I've said in the past, and you can do a bulk change. So once you've filtered, you can actually just change the products that you've filtered down to. Now, today's video is about updating the product file from the reference file. So once you've got all your information right, first of all, to update the product file, you can only update it one supplier at a time. So first of all, you have to choose a supplier. I'll choose supplier 003, and here's a list of products from that supplier. It's 3,560 products, and we want to update the product information in the active file from here. Okay, so what I've done here is I've shown you the reference file and the product file on the screen, and you'll see there the second product down here is actually the same product that's on the product control. So this product 0064 is already in the product file, but what we want to do is we want to update the information. So in the reference file, let's just change the description to brakes. I'm not sure what it is, but we'll just call it brakes for now. And that description should then update there if we want it to. We have the choice when we update the product file from the reference file. The group is AL and subgroup fast, which is different to those groups. The markup code down here is 001, and if we go along here, we can see all the pricing and the markup code 001. So we'll see some of these fields update the product file. Let's have a look at that. We'll just update products from reference file, and now you get a choice of what you want to update from the reference file to the product file. So we'll update all the pricing. We'll update the group code, the subgroup. We can update the barcode if we like, and we'll certainly update the description. And then we just click update. So we click there, and it's scanning through 3,004, 5, 6, 7,500 part numbers, and that's completed. So the information here has now changed. It's been updated to agree with what we've actually got in the reference file. Now, also what I haven't covered yet is how to get the products which are old and not used from the product file, which may be clamming up your product file, back into the reference file, and also what fields will go back into the reference file. So let's say you've done a lot of work in your product file. You've got 100,000 parts, for example. Because the reference file hasn't been as useful as it is now, you've been doing all that work in the product file. Now, to get the products back into the reference file with all the information that you've built up over time, we simply need to make sure the product hasn't been purchased or sold or stock taked in the last 24 months, and it doesn't have any stock in it. Now, if that's the condition of some of the parts in your product file, then what we can do is when we do your optimize for you, you can call the office, we can do an optimize, we can tick an option, and it will flush all those part numbers back into the reference file, and we can assure you that it will come across with its correct group, subgroup, supply code, all the information that you've built up over time in the product file. So if you've filled up your product file with more parts than you need to, and there's a lot of inactive products in there, please don't hesitate to call us, and we will move those into the reference file to free up your product file. Because as I've said in the past, your product file should probably only have the active products, which in most cases makes up, let's say, 10 to 20, maybe even 30,000 part numbers that are active. And then if you need the parts that you've sent back to the reference file, then you simply look them up in any transaction screen, and then you can flick them straight from the reference file back into the product file, and they will come across, and they will again bring across your groups, your subgroups, your markup codes, suppliers, barcodes, all that sort of thing. The other thing you can do is, if you have a different part number up here to what's in the reference file, you can open up your F7 area, which is your alternate products, and you can put the matching part number or barcode in here. And if the supplier code and any one of those match, then updating the product file from the reference file can put this information into this product when it searches and finds a match by the F7 or alternate supplier. So there's some information for you. Really, we want our clients to start using the reference file, those who are using V12, and also once you've updated your product file from your reference file, it might be just pricing, you can print product labels. So it's all functional now, it's much more user friendly, and it has a lot more scope than it has had in the past. If there's something that's missing from it that you feel that we need to add, then by all means ask us, but at the moment that's the best it's ever been, and I think you'll find it very useful now. So thanks for watching our videos, and if you have any questions, please feel free to call Peach Support, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.